Yay! I'm happy to have you guys all here. Nice to see your faces. I'm like, should I give another minute for people to hop in? I just want to make sure that I honor our time, not just your time, but my time as well, in setting these 30 minutes on the side on our weekly Tuesday team calls that are starting again. I'm really excited to have you guys here. I know we've all had a lot happening in our lives, and each of our stories are different as far as like what's been going on in our lives and what's been going on in our businesses. But I think we can all agree that we would love more connection. We would love more support. We would love to support our customers better. We would like to connect more in our team, and possibly not just maintain our businesses. And if some of our businesses have dropped a little bit as far as solidity, we'd like to get back to that solidity. And there's some of us who want to grow past that highest rank that we've ever reached, or the most volume we've ever had. That not only reflects how many homes we are helping buy, not only buy, but like use essential oils, how many people we're helping, how many co-impact sourcing farms, growers, distilleries, employees we are supporting around the entire world. We've talked about this before, but when the pandemic shut down and a lot of people couldn't work, which I think the biggest industry was tourism, right? And a lot of economies and third world countries rely on tourism as their biggest form of income for most of the people that live there. I can speak on just going to Kenya and seeing how many little markets were on the side of the road just trying to sell the crops that they are growing, right? And so if tourists aren't coming in, they're not making any income when the world was shut down. However, knowing and understanding how doTERRA's co-impact sourcing works and how high the sales are going up, right, for doTERRA oils, that just meant that co-impact sourcing was doing its thing, and all of the growers and sharers that are employed or work with, partner with doTERRA were all getting paid. And so we all knew that co-impact sourcing was amazing, but to see that thrive in the pandemic and really see things come full circle has been really, really cool to see. So I would love if you guys could type in the chat, maybe just a little, oh, okay, you can say hi. I would love to hear where you guys are at in your life and what is your intention for your doTERRA business. It doesn't need to be a lengthy paragraph, but like, how have you been in your life and where do you want to be in your doTERRA business? Okay. Hi, Britt. Hi, Regina. Hi, Giselle. Okay. Did I say hi to everybody? Yes. I'm happy that Charity came on, Britt came on. I'm not sure if you've noticed, I have definitely shared, but after Noelle leaving last year, our team has shifted. I have shifted. I went through a healing process and I'm still healing. I'm sure Nia is going through that same healing process. I'm sure even just a small part of each of you have been going through a healing process, knowing and understanding that Noelle has left. She was my business partner, my enroller, my upline. What then happened was my new business partner is now our upline above Noelle, which is Maile, Maii of Isla Love. And although all of you have always been invited to Isla Love events or connections, or, you know, if we go to leadership or a convention, we all hang out and team calls and such, I want you guys to really fully understand the support that we have there. With Maile being my new business partner, she is not only a US Founder 2.0, she is a Presidential Diamond, and I get direct mentoring and support with her, and that extends through to all of you. And so with Leadership Retreat coming up, usually silvers and above qualify to go to Leadership Retreat. And so that is a huge, amazing goal for you to aim for in your business if you want that. If you want to attend leader events where there are specific business trainings by diamonds and above to help silvers and above get to where they want to go, okay, and how to support their teams and how to be leaders on their teams. So this coming leadership retreat that just happened last week, you guys have all seen the emails that I've sent. I hope a lot of excitement came across through the emails that I've sent to each of you and your builders, your sharers. And so instead of going all the way to Phoenix, it gets kind of complicated sometimes trying to financially get there, take time away from the family. And this leadership, I just could not get to Phoenix. And I'm sure Charity, Britt, we just could not get there. And so Maile created a leadership retreat and invited all silvers and above to that. We had a retreat house in Kailua Kona, and then we got a special field trip to KMR, which is Kealakekua Mountain Reserve. Charity and Jamie met us all there, and we all got to experience this field trip together. We spent the entire day up on the mountain at Kealakekua Mountain Reserve. And then we headed to the retreat house to virtually watch Leadership Retreat together as a team, and Britt joined me there for the rest of the week. So a few big things about going to doTERRA events is that you come back really rejuvenated, really, really rejuvenated. You come back connecting to your why even more. You come back getting connection and getting motivation to keep continuing on to do your purpose and your work in doTERRA. I wanted to see if maybe Charity, you're willing to share a little bit about your visit to Kealakekua Mountain Reserve. Any notes, anything you want to share about it?
Okay, sorry, can you guys hear me? Okay, driving. But yeah, no, it was super, I guess just in the word I can say is just awesome. It was really first of all cool to be there with my leader Jamie. You know, she's on Big Island, and through the pandemic, you know, we're just kind of starting to get our momentum going in Hilo and do these events, and then everything got shut down. So there's been a lot of like just virtual stuff. So it's really nice to just be there and connect with her in person. And also, of course, there's a lot of growth and new people on the Isla Love team. So it's really nice to get to meet them in person and just connecting with people in general, right? The energy is always different. But when we got to go there, it's just like, how cool is that doTERRA scooped up this plot of land in Hawaii and is just focused on reforesting all the native plants, and that we have, this is like the Hawaiian sandalwood and two other, Ashley sandalwoods that are being grown there, distilled there, and we got to see that whole process. So it's not just like, oh yeah, they grow it, they ship it off, and then they make it somewhere else. It's like right there. It's like local people. It's just really, really beautiful and such a special place. Again, I don't think that I could put into words like the energy and just how amazing it was. But yeah, it was almost like a once in a lifetime. I hope not a once in a lifetime opportunity. I hope that we could all go again, you know, even with the Gold Drop team, to get there and we got to plant some babies and be a part of that whole thing. And I hope that we could continue to do that, especially again, like I said, with our team. I've missed these calls. I've missed seeing all of you and connecting, and it's been rough for everybody, you know? So yeah, the KMR Reserve was awesome and leadership was awesome. Like Asha, just re-inspired, reinvigorated. And I highly recommend, you know, you aim to get to that rank of silver so that you can really bask in everything that leadership has to offer, because it's all business based, but there's so much good stuff behind it. So
thanks, Charity. I loved spending that day with you and Jamie. And I was like, it was such a long day. Like we both flew out on the first flight to get to, you flew to Hilo to drive up with Jamie. I flew to Kona. And as overwhelming as it could have been, as far as like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I had to wake up so early. Like I'm bringing a baby along. Oh my God, I got to carry my baby the whole time. It was one of the best days I've ever had. to experience. It was just so special. Like no other group has, or any other team has been able to go up there. The only other 2 times anyone from doTERRA has gone up was a Blue and Presidential Diamond trip, and then the Hawaii Diamond Club incentive trip. So this was really special that they allowed a team to go up. It was family friendly, and we were planting iliahi, holding babies and having our kids running around, you know, like that was so special. And so the purpose of KMR is that they are reforesting Native Hawaiian plants. Does that like strike a chord for any of you? Replanting Native Hawaiian plants, especially endangered ones, like iliahi, like koa. Iliahi needs Native Hawaiian plants as a hui to work together to grow and be healthy. And so they have to plant other Native Hawaiian plants around the iliahi in order for it to thrive. And so we're reforesting and keeping Native Hawaiian plants alive. On top of that, I didn't realize there is a distillery that Charity mentioned, and we are distilling there 3 different types of sandalwood. One is Bikatam, which is Australian. One is Nayo, which is in the Malama blend, and then the other is iliahi, also in the Malama blend. And the Malama blend you guys got as a sample in your LRP order. That is really special because doTERRA doesn't just give a whole bunch of different places in the world and communities, cultures, a specific blend for that culture. And so for doTERRA to think so highly of Hawaiians, Native Hawaiian plants, and have another way to use iliahi, to use Nayo, to use Kealakekua Mountain Reserve and its efforts and distillery is only supporting all of us here in Hawaii. Okay, huge. This is like huge. So thank you for Charity for sharing that and sharing the day with us. We headed into leadership retreat, attending virtually at a house with all of Isla Love. Something that was different for me was I didn't know anybody. This is a completely brand new team, an upline, crossline brand new team for me. So it took a lot for me to be open and ready to meet a new team. You know what I mean? As I shared with you, I'm already going through my own healing process. And so it was great to connect with people. This was probably one of the most fulfilling trips I've ever had in a really long time. And I hope that that can trickle on to you guys, because in the pandemic, we've been really holed up, right? We have to be safe. We have to be cautious. We have to wear masks. The world is opening up again. And people are out there waiting for us to connect with each other so that we can connect with them. Okay. Britt, I would love for you to share what your thoughts and feelings were around our experience at Leadership Retreat.
Sorry, can you hear me? Okay, because I'm on my computer so I can see everybody, and then my phone only has audio. It's like a weird situation. Leadership. I think, one, I'm like super bummed I missed the first day. So Charity, thank you so much for sharing, because I lived vicariously through you folks that day. I was like working and I was like, I can't believe I'm missing this awesome opportunity. I'm recently a plant person. I used to think that I would kill all my plants. But I love the fact of like what doTERRA is doing and how it encourages us to get out there and see it for ourselves. So I'm so blessed that our team was able to have an opportunity to go see it. The following days was a lot of information, but it was a lot of good messages. I think if you are quiet enough in yourself, you'll hear what you need to hear in life in general. And I think the moment I got on the plane, it was like a revalidation of all these signs telling me where I'm at in my business. And I didn't get a chance to share in the chat, but where I'm at in my business is I'm in an area of rebuilding. I'm in an area of re-honing in on my why. And I lost sight of that for like so many months, actually, that I lost sight of who I was. So if I was quiet enough, which I was on this retreat, I started to hear the world, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, telling me like, you're supposed to be here. who I just got chicken skin. It kept telling me like, you're supposed to work with the people around you for a reason. You know, I was constantly being told, or I had a story about myself that I wasn't good enough to make founder. I had a story about myself that my why wasn't deep enough for me to go for founder. And it wasn't until this trip that I realized like, I have such a bigger why, because it's beyond me. It's not about me. It's about the community we surround ourselves with. Right. And I'm so grateful for this call today, because I feel like we tell stories in our head that we're not connected, but really we are. And it's just about listening to everything around you and realizing like a call like this means you are connected to a community, means you are valued, and means you are heard. So that like was the big message from leadership. As Ash mentioned, you have to qualify to meet leadership or to attend leadership in person or even virtual. My account manager messaged me and emailed me saying, I am not qualified to go to leadership. So the only way I could actually attend and watch leadership was through this retreat that Maile and Malia and the whole Isla Love team put together. And I had to apply. I wasn't actually admitted into this whole retreat, and I had to wait for my application to go through, and it happened, and it's all for a reason. I told my leaders and my business partners the same thing I'm going to tell you. The biggest takeaway I got, because there's so much information of how to do this class, how to do this, how to teach online, how to teach via Instagram, how to teach, you know, like so much information. The best thing, that message that came across is like, just be you. Like you are uniquely you. Go through your strengths, right? Like nobody has that same 34 layout. I look at Alexis because she's like the strengths master. I know her, and she's like, oh yes, base and like ceiling. I don't even remember what you were telling me about it, but go through your strengths and realize like sometimes you may be focusing on the bottom strengths when really you should be focusing on the top. It wasn't until this retreat I realized that I was focusing on self-reassurance, which is actually my bottom 5. I was focusing on making me feel better, that I was okay, that I am valued and I am worth something, when really like I shouldn't be focusing on that at all. Right. So that is kind of like my download. My brain is still exploding. I was up to like, we went to bed kind of early, right? I feel like we went to bed early, like 8 to 10, depending on the night. But I was up at 3 a.m. because my mind was going. Like I was constantly writing notes in my phone at 3 a.m. I was like jotting down ideas. I was figuring out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. So if you have time to sit with yourself for a second to figure out what this business could look like for you, that's the place to start. Thank you.
I love it. And really, I was feeling bad because Britt and I had to sleep. We slept together with Gemma in the bed. So Britt was like, Gemma grabbed my finger and she was holding my finger. And so I was just laying there letting her hold my finger at 3 a.m. Oh my gosh. I enjoyed spending that time with you, Britt. And like both of us being able to connect with everyone that was there. I think there was do you think 20 or 30 people? And I think too, like that shows like you don't need to know anyone when you go to an event with your team. Like the fact is, all you need to know is that you have a team. You have an ohana. And so when we were doing our closing circle, Malia and Maile both hosted this event for us, like completely would pick us up at the airport, make sure we had our food. Like, yeah, the kids were like babysitting our babies. And at the end of the day, like we all stood around in a circle, and Malia was like, this right here is our ohana. This is our circle. You're always welcome in this circle. You also represent everyone who isn't here, which is you guys. Those of you who are not here, our downline, our business partners, our families, our other halves, our kids. That circle is for all of us. And so I loved that she said that, and that even made me feel really, really welcome and supported. Sometimes it takes a lot to be a leader, right? Like, you guys know me, like, I'm all about it. I'm like, I will do the team calls, I'll do the classes for you guys, I'll host, you know, whatever events we need to. And there comes a point where like, I'm like, I also need someone to support me. And so it's really nice to have this upline, crossline team to also support not just me, but all of you, and for all of us to be part of this, this circle. Okay. I'm like, okay, time. Let's close on leadership retreat. Any other notes we can type in the chat? I want to see those of you who want to be there next year there. However, convention is coming up in September. I am going. However, I need to get there. I will be there. I have something that I'm going through with my family that I will probably share next week. Not quite ready yet. But know that this business is important to me. You guys are important to me. And there's so many reasons why that is important. And so I'll share that with you guys next week. So I will be at convention, and they're only going to have it in person. It will not be virtual, and it's open to everyone. You can be a customer, you can be a sharer, you can be a builder, you can be a leader. Everyone is invited to convention. However, because it's only in person, tickets will be limited. And so you have to be ready when tickets go on sale on May. Somebody know the date? Is it May 17th? Because I have another May date that I have to go over. And so now I'm blanking on that May date because I have a new one to share with you.
I thought it was the 18th, but be prepared on the 17th. Okay.
Thank you, Alexis. So convention tickets will go on sale. I also emailed it. So it's somewhere in the emails that I emailed to you guys, okay? Anyways, with the amount of time we have left, I just wanted to give you a few other updates. So, exciting updates. I was on a Hawaii Diamond call 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And with Hawaii coming up, we have, you know, Kealakekua Mountain Reserve, we have Iliahi, we're distilling 3 different sandalwood oils in Hawaii. We have a distribution center, but now we're opening a product distribution center. And that means that we can also order and pick up on the same day. That means we can also go to the center and see it. They were in the talks of having spaces to host events and for wellness advocates to use to teach classes. That was in the talks. I'm not completely sure about all of the details, but I will tell you there will be a grand opening event. And this place, you guys are super excited. Like, look at this chat right now. This place is in Waipahu. So this is a product distribution center. Just so you guys know, people can't just walk up and like order and not have a wellness advocate, just so you know. I think people can like maybe place a retail order, but if they order wholesale, if they don't have a wellness advocate, they'll get assigned to a wellness advocate. So product centers definitely do not take away business at all from like us as wellness advocates. It, if anything, will support us and support our customers to be able to get products quicker. And our shipping should be quicker as well. Okay. Waipahu, the opening date is May 21st. I am not sure as far as who's invited to come to the grand opening and how many of us from our team will be able to go, but know that I know that we will have some team representation. As soon as I get more information, I will share that with you. Okay. I think like Waipahu, the lower part, probably where, you know, like not in the residential side by the mountain, but more like lower towards. What's in Waipahu? The new Hawaii Product Distribution Center, Nia. Luckily, Nia lives in Utah, so she can just go straight to doTERRA Corporate and pick up any order she needs. Okay. Leadership Spring Tour is going to be happening from April through August. doTERRA is coming to Oahu, and Kamehameha Schools will be hosting the event. More info when I get that. I hope you guys are excited. One more thing, all of May, there's going to be Malama Blends, Malama opportunities. Let me just double check my email. Malama service opportunities during the month of May. So those of us looking for ways to serve our local communities in Hawaii, not just in Oahu, but some of the other islands, and give back and share aloha. We are hoping to partner with Healing Hands in this effort for some Malama themed service opportunities that we can engage in. Possibly So things like Malama Aina, planting, working in the gardens at Kamehameha schools, painting the Hale building at Kamehameha, Malama Keiki, Project Hawaii. We would pair with Project Hawaii, supporting homeless children and families, Malama Kupuna, maybe doing some things with our Kupuna, beach cleanups, and more. Maybe we're doing something that we can do at a women's shelter, okay? So doTERRA is working on creating some Malama service opportunities for us to be part of in our own community. So again, huge, big things coming for Hawaii. Those of you who don't live in Hawaii, your team is in Hawaii, that's us, right? And so we are representing you guys. And I hope that you can also look into some opportunities for you where you live. Nia in Utah, Giselle in California, Ramanita, you know, so this isn't just Hawaii stuff. This is also, I'm hoping you can get some inspiration to do more in your communities as well, right? Okay, so that is the Hawaii updates. A couple of things and takeaways that I did email you guys about that I just want to touch base on is that Aroma Touch has an entire new kit, enrollment kit, training videos, and ways for people to buy the kit before you do a Aroma Touch class. And not only that, you will also be gaining PV for your efforts in teaching Aroma Touch classes, okay? I will send you more details on that specifically, but I want to touch on Aroma Touch. Enrollment kits will be getting a little bit of a revamp. Most of them will be staying the same. However, remember back in the day when we would sell top 10 oil kits in small bottles or big bottles, we will have that Home Essentials kit back in the big top 10 oil kit bottles and the new, what is that glass diffuser? I'm drawing a blank. That new diffuser. So you're getting an upgraded diffuser for the Home Essentials kit. The Laluz, thank you guys. And then the Aroma Touch kit will be coming back and a big all oil kit. Okay, we used to have that back in the day as well. So just kind of stay on the lookout for some enrollment kit updates. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is a gather. Yes, Alexis.
Sorry, I feel like I'm in class. I saw some, and I don't know how accurate this is, but I saw someone post on Instagram that there was going to be a new enrollment kit coming out soon that allows customers to choose a diffuser, choose some oils. Is that true or false?
True. Sorry. So I emailed it, but then now I have the email pulled up. So we have most of the same kits. Then we have the Aroma Touch Technique kit. We have a oil collectors kit. Let me share this with you guys. Aroma Touch kit. We have an oil collectors kit. We have the Home Essentials kit, right? The top 10 oils in big bottles with a diffuser, Natural Solutions kit, and then a customizable kit. And I think this is something that we've all been waiting for, especially those of us who have specialties and we have a really clear target market. I know off the top of your heads, you guys would probably tell me who your target market is, right? For me, it would be a new mom or like a mom with little ones. So I would create customized kits and probably have links to that, right? Because that's true to my brand. And so I think when you're looking at customizable kits, you can do that, or you can customize kits according to each individual customer that you're speaking with in classes or on one-on-ones, okay? And remember that they get a free shipping if their order is over 100 PV, okay? One other new kit is coming at the end of the year, and that's going to be the Abode enrollment kits. And so for those of you who are really passionate about helping people get natural solutions in their home, switch over their natural cleaning, the Abode enrollment kit is not ready, so it's set to come out later this year. Okay. Any other questions there? I just wanted to touch on this Gather and Give promotion that's starting. Keep in mind that we're still in March, and so the free Deep Blue items for new enrollments with 150 PV enrollment orders is still active. Come April 1st, we are starting a brand new huge promotion called Gather and Give, and it will run through June. So for us, if we enroll 3 people with 100 PV orders between April through June. We have April, May, and June, 3 months to enroll at least 3 people with 100 PV. Can we do that? Super easy, right? You'll get a Yarrow Pom body serum for free as a gift. If we enroll at least 5 people, we're gonna get the Yarrow Pom body serum and the new Rose Glow Mist, face mist. Okay? However, as you're enrolling these people with 100 PV orders, right, they're getting free shipping, they're getting their membership weave, they may have a customized kit. They will get 50 free points from doTERRA in their account if they place a 100 PV LRP order the following month. How huge is that for our businesses? doTERRA is going to give our customers an incentive for placing an LRP order. All we have to do is do the work to get them on their second enrollment into LRP. Okay? Everyone good? All right. Gather and give. There's more information that I sent you guys. You can host classes and get some samples that you can buy through the call center or the account manager. All of this is in your email. Please go through it. And I just wanted to share, oh, my babies are crying. I just wanted to share that I will be starting classes up again. My personal goal is that I am growing my business April, May, and June. My husband, they're good. April, May, and June. And so I'm going to be hosting classes that you guys can partake in. I would love to help you guys support the growth of your own businesses. Okay. So starting April 12th, which is a Tuesday, I will be hosting classes in my home in Manoa. Okay. Masks are optional, and we are going back down to basics. Let's host classes in our homes. Every Tuesday, I'm looking at 5:30 p.m. unless you guys think people can get there sooner. I assume that everyone works till 5 p.m. and then they'll get to us by 5:30. Okay? My whole family will be leaving my house so we can teach classes. I would love your support in teaching, helping to host, helping to make sure everyone has a drink with some essential oils in there. We're passing around oils. We have handouts. I can teach the whole thing. And then the other way you can support is get people there. Let's grow our businesses together. That night at 8 p.m., I will be teaching an online class. And we are teaching basic classes every Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. in my home in Manoa, 8 p.m. online on Zoom. From April through June, through the end of June, starting April 12th, Tuesday, April 12th, and happening every Tuesday. Will that help you guys in your businesses? And do you guys feel comfortable doing that? Okay. I just think that, like I said, we need connection. Once we connect, you guys will feel so much more on fire. And people out there are waiting for connection as well. They're waiting for healing. They're waiting for us. They're waiting to be part of our Ohana. And so let's show them what we got. Okay. All right. That's all I have for you. I respect your time. Thank you so much for coming. Next week, I will actually be doing some replays for you guys because I cannot do this justice. Like, I have some recordings that I'm going to play for you guys from Leadership Retreat that you can hear directly from some top leaders to support you in reigniting your businesses. All right? Okay. Yay. Love you guys. I'll let you go. You can text me if you have any other questions. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Tiare. Hi, Emily. Hi, Precious. Hi, Anuhia. Hi, Mickey. Yay, you guys all were able to hop in. Okay, have a good day, you guys. Bye.